Good morning, friends and family, and thanks for joining me on this Advent journey that we're on. We are examining the titles of Jesus and that are recorded in Isaiah chapter 9. Everlasting Father, Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Prince of Peace. We're kind of dissecting a little bit together Mighty God. And I remember when I was a kid, we lived in a two-story house, and Dad was upstairs, and my brother and I were horsing around and getting into something, and it just wasn't going particularly well. And I heard my dad say, "Don't make me come down there." And it sort of reminds me of what really is happening in this Advent season and this incarnation of Jesus, is that God is coming down here. He is taking on flesh to come down and get us. He's actually taking on flesh to deal with evil from the inside out. Rather than dealing with evil from the outside in, he's dealing with from the inside out. I've heard people over the years say things like, "Why doesn't God just come down and get rid of evil when he could do it?" But the reality is that if God came down and dealt with evil, you would go with it. You and I would both go with it. That we are part of the problem, not just part of the solution. We are not just victims here. We are in the driver's seat, and we are sinners just like everyone else. Now, that doesn't mean that we're all sinners as bad as everyone else, but it means that we're all sinners before God. And if we want God to come and deliver us from sin, then it's going to have to be an inside job. I think that's something that we have to come to grips with, is that the incarnation and this Advent season that we are dealing, that we are journeying with today, that we are going together today, we're walking in, is a journey of transformation from the inside out, that God came to deal with sin, with Satan, and with the systems that they create in this world system, to be able to break the hold of that which really has us in its grip. And it's not the external things like the Israelites thought and missed Jesus, it's the internal things. And so I want to ask you today to think about, Lord, what is it inside of me that you want to deal with to bring change in me that will bring change into my world, that will bring change in me that will bring change into my family, that will bring change in me that will bring change into my workplace, into my neighborhood, into my church, into my marriage? What, God, do you want to deal with, that internal work inside of me? That's what's happening in Christmas. That's what's happening in the incarnation. That's what's happening in Advent. I want to ask you to think about that and to process that. We are in day 12. This is Thursday, December 9th. This is our Advent journey together, and I'm just delighted that you chose to be here with me. See you tomorrow.